Gosh darn it, Ottawa. I'm getting really jealous of y'all, really. First, you tried to steal Ryan Reynolds from Vancouver, it didn't work. Now, you end up stealing Zack MacEwen, dude. The Ottawa Senators have agreed to terms with forward Zack MacEwen on a 3-year contract, and this may just be one of the better signings we have seen. Not necessarily because Zack MacEwen is going to go out there and score 100 points for y'all. Not because this guy was signed to an extremely expensive cap hit or whatever. But today, Zack MacEwen has signed a 3-year, $2.325 million contract. So the AAV is 775,000. That's what it is, yeah. This also is a 1-year deal. It's not said anywhere here, but it is one way, which means... Oh, did I say 1 year? No, this is a one-way deal, which means that no matter if MacEwen is in the NHL or in the AHL, he'll make the same amount of money, which is good for him. He's guaranteed the $2.325 million over the next 3 years, which is awesome, because Zack MacEwen is a guy who has really grown into his own over the past few years. He was initially an unsigned QMJHL player who had signed with the Vancouver Canucks farm team, developed in that system with Utica, eventually became a Canuck, then went over to the Flyers, then found himself onto the Kings. He has been a journeyman this entire time, but the thing is, if you ask Kings fans, if you ask Flyers fans, if you ask Canucks fans what were their thoughts on Zack Attack, Big Mac Zack MacEwen over here, I guarantee you they're all going to say that they love this guy. Again, not because he's going to score 1 million points, but because Zack MacEwen is a fighter. He is a warrior. He goes out there and he layeth the smack down when the smackdown needs to be layeth on the opposition. Not to mention the fact that he actually does have a pretty okay scoring touch. I mean, he had 52 points in 69 games played with the Utica Comets in 2018-19, and during his time as a Canuck, sure, he only had 2 points 34 games, 6 points 17 games, but there were the odd flashes of time and talent that would showcase once in a while, where MacEwen would make a play and you'd be like, whoa, he has that in his arsenal? When could he do that? MacEwen is an unexpectedly offensively capable guy that would only show that offense maybe once every 10 or so games, but you're really getting this guy because as a bottom 6 forward, he works really hard, he's not afraid to hit, he's not afraid to fight, he's physical, and he can move as well. He's not going to be a bum in your bottom 6 if you're the Ottawa Senators. This is really just a great heart and soul, meat and potatoes kind of guy that the Sens have got on for 3 years. It is weird to see Zack MacEwen, of all people, get a 3-year deal, but seeing him get that $2 million guaranteed in the bank, that's good for him, especially for a guy who's been up and down in the NHL and the AHL the past few years. It's good on him to get that security as a one-way deal as well. He had 110 penalty minutes in 75 games played in 21-22, so that's kind of the profile that you can expect out of this player. You can see back in the AHL stint where he was a point per game, or not a point per game, but almost there, he had 75 penalty minutes as well. This is what Jack Richardson of Everyday Sens went out there and said, whether you believe in the philosophy of having tough guys on the fourth line or not, MacEwen is a great signing. He's cheaper and younger than Austin Watson, and he's a better fighter. Great replacement. Younger indeed. He's 26 years old, 6'3", 205, right-handed guy. And by the time this contract is over, he would have been a veteran of the Sens at that point. If everything works out well, MacEwen is going out there maybe getting, let's say in 82 games played, he gets maybe 150 penalty minutes. Like, let's say best case scenario, 150 penalty minutes, a bunch of those are going to be for fighting. He maybe gets let's say 7 to 10 points. That's probably a realistic ballpark estimate for what MacEwen is capable of. But realistically, just what this means for your locker room, what this means for the security of your guys in your bottom 6. I love this signing a lot. Zack Attack Big Mac is heading over to Ottawa. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.